everything, everything. I am the first, remember me.
League is on the air. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Emmanuel Ogbah coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Tua. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Tua on 4th down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll go left side here with Michel, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Tua going to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Raiders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The throw taken in by Cole.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Second down at 7.
Express. 93. 734.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. To throw his car. Connects with Cole again. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams, 40 yards. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here we go, set.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defense. Some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletions. They're going for more.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Right now.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Carr now to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. And he stopped immediately there. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this 1st half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Hurry!
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's go! Touch you!
Now Tua. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call in the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium in Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Tua now on first down. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Ready up.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Ready.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On play action, now Carr. Going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th-quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 2. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 104 yards rushing now for Mostert as he picks up a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. They hand it off to Mostert, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Dances by him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Tua going to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He hits Adams, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing his Carr. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jalen Phillips in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Second down, it's Drake. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words: make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. gets a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.